Welcome everybody at How Smart Are YOUT, the smallest knowledge quiz you've ever seen, where you learn things you've never realized before. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got 3 wonderful, super smart, great looking contestants. Can I please hear it? Have a big applause, a round of applause for Max, Sophie and Gelbrich. Yeah! Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And you guys are actually amongst the smartest of the whole UT graduation award winners. Sophie, what was your thesis about?
It was about a new battery technology, and then not in the way that you know conventional batteries, so you would charge it and then some charges run out and a light bulb lights up.
Yeah.
But something completely different, where this material that I'm working on could actually convert heat from the surroundings into a current, into charge.
So it sounds like a complete new form of technology.
Yeah, so it's a really thin film of this material, only 20 nanometers thick. It's called a topological insulator, and it's conducting on the surface with very special properties. And that actually allows us to write some information into the system that it can then use to convert heat into energy, and the other way around.
And when can I buy a pack of batteries?
That will take a while. I first have to measure that it actually works, so I think 15 years or something.
15 years?
Yeah.
So I actually am going to live up to that. Yeah, might be. All right, great, wonderful. Now, then I'm very curious about what do you know about the University of Twente? What, Gelbrich, do you know about the University of Twente? You feel confident about that topic, because that's what we're doing here.
I'm looking up to your questions.
Okay, any questions I can just fire them at you and you'll know the answer. Max, you like playing games?
I like playing games, yeah.
You do play a lot of games?
I do play a lot of games.
You play a lot of games with ladies?
I like to play, so that's fine.
It's a very good attitude.
Yeah, right?
All right, let's play a game. I'm going to drop a couple of statements, 5 statements, all right? If you think the statement that I'm mentioning is right, you grab a green pear. Here's a green pear for you already. If you think that statement's completely false, you grab a red apple, all right? That's basically it. Please, all 3 of you, grab a green pear and a red apple. If I tell you if it was false or true and you were right about it, you earn a banana. Yeah, it's all about the fruits, ladies and gentlemen. A yellow banana, to be very precise. The one with the most bananas wins. It's very simple. Any questions about the game? Brilliant. Let me talk about the first statement, the first question. Actually, this is a typical, ooh, I should have known that question. Some time ago, I'll give you a little bit of information first. Some time ago, the big barons of the industry of Twente knew that the region needed a technical university to encourage innovation in their industries. And money and area between the cities of Hengelo and Enschede were made available, and a modern campus, as you know, was developed with educational and living quarters after, here it comes, Anglo-Saxon example as seen in the UK and US. Quite some new information for me. Did you know all this?
No, I did not know.
You said you knew everything about UT, so you've learned something, which is a good thing. Now for the statement then, Gelbrich, here we go. Queen Juliana opened the university in the year of 1971, which is actually 50 years ago. If you think it's right, hold the green pear. If you think it's wrong, hold the red apple. Go ahead. Max, Sophie and Gelbrich. Max thinks it's wrong, Sophie thinks it's wrong, Gelbrich thinks it's right. UT is actually 60 years old, so the answer was false. The one with the red apples get a yellow banana. 1 banana for Max, 1 for Sophie. Crank it up, Gelbrich. Yes. For the next question, I'm going to give you some background info about Citadel. Citadel is located in the extension of building Ravelijn. Amongst other things, it houses the ICT service desk where you go whenever you have problems with your computer. You've been there a couple of times.
Yes, yeah.
Citadel is the oldest building of the UT. Is that right or is it wrong? If you think that's right, hold a green pear. If you think it's wrong, hold a red apple. Go ahead, Sophie, Max and Gelbrich. The both of you are right again, because UPark actually is the oldest building. Yes, 1 big hand again for Sophie and Max. 2 more bananas.
Thank you.
Maybe I should give Gelbrich just 1 banana to eat, to have some more energy, to get that mind flowing. All right, the thing is, now U Park is the oldest building. A little bit of background about the U Park. The U Park Hotel is located in the former building of the Faculty of Electrical Engineering and Applied Physics. It was originally built in the 1960s according to the architecture style of the New Objectivity, functional with clean lines and extensive use of glass, steel and concrete. Today it's a hotel, meeting venue, restaurant and a student housing as well. You've learned something now. Yeah, wonderful.
Yeah, I learned a lot.
All right. Max, about your graduation research. What was your graduation research about?
It was about measuring the brain activity of football players that miss penalties and trying to find out what happens in the brain when they do.
But how do you measure that?
Well, we used a cap that we could put on the head with a lot of sensors, and then we could just measure it. We recorded it on the football field. So what I saw was that players that could actually perform under pressure, they activated their motor cortex for movement, and players that did not perform under pressure, they activated the frontal area. It probably says that they think about the consequences of missing or scoring their penalty instead of focusing on the penalty itself.
So it doesn't need to go to the front?
Nope, it needs to stay here.
It needs to be there, like from out of experience, more like that.
Yeah, you should just trust on your skills and kick it instead of think about it.
Yeah, so if a bad penalty kicker would read your graduation thesis...
Well, yeah, it's easier said than done to just focus on the penalty instead of everything else.
Yeah.
But yeah, now he knows.
All right,
Sure.
Very interesting research. All right, we go on with statement 3, ladies and gentlemen. Outside of Enschede, UT offers education in 3 other cities. Is that right? Max, Sophie and Gelbrich, what do you think? 1, 2, 3 green pairs, and these guys know their matters. It's completely true. Yeah, wonderful. Your first banana, and the third banana for Sophie and Max already. And something to know about all of these 3. Amsterdam, the plan is to start a joint master specialization in sports data science in Twente in the new academic year, 21-22, which can also be followed in Amsterdam a year later. Furthermore, in addition to mechanical engineering, more technical bachelor programs will be offered in Amsterdam, starting with creative technology and technical business administration. Then about Apeldoorn, the University of Twente, Saxion University of Applied Sciences, the Police Academy, ROC Aventus and the Royal Netherlands Military Constabulary, together with the municipality of Apeldoorn, have set up a knowledge and innovation hub that focuses on secure digital society. Leeuwarden, the Master in Environmental and Energy Management, that's what MEEM stands for, at the University of Twente, is offered in Leeuwarden, in the province of Friesland, where you know everything about Gelbrich, the Netherlands' most challenging province with respect to environment, energy and water. And when someone wakes you up at night and will ask you about all of this, now you know. All right, bachelor degrees. How many bachelor degrees do you have? You've got 1 bachelor degree? 1.
2.
2. Gelbrich got 2, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, yes. So, we've got here 4 bachelor degrees. Here we go for statement 4. There are 19 bachelor degree programs at UT. Red. Red. Okay, red. That's wonderful. There are actually, and that makes you all right, 20 bachelor degree programs. So everyone gets a yellow banana. Here you go. So, 4, 4, 2. So you got to crank it up a notch. Gelbrich, what was your graduation research about?
It was all about mass casualty incidences and the way you need to prepare for those type of events. And what I did is I wrote a mathematical model. I translated the decisions of the dispatcher into my mathematical model, which can be used also to prepare for disasters.
Yeah, but is there a lot of data that you could work from?
The data is originating from an exercise that they have done in 2019.
Yeah.
And I use this data as input for my model. I look into the data, like how my mathematical model performed in comparison to how the dispatchers made their decisions. So that's what I have done.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
You've done an important job. Thank you very much. It's good for all of us. I'm going to give all of you a little bit of background information for the next question. The background info is about ECIU. The UT is part of the European Consortium of Innovative Universities, ECIU, and ECIU is the leading international network of research-intensive universities with collective emphasis on innovation, creativity and societal impact. Did you guys know all this? I didn't know. Did you? No, you didn't either. My cameraman learned something today. That's a good thing. Statement 5. So, for 2 bananas now, all right? There are 13 ECIU partners and one of them is Portugal. Is this true or is this false? If you think it's true, hold the green pear. If you think it's crap, then please hold the red apple. True or false? This is something I see everybody go like, I really don't know. Max, this is a wild guess. Okay, this is very interesting since you've got 4 yellow bananas and you've got 4 of them. One of them is going to end up with 6 bananas. That's a sure thing. The answer is yes, there are 13 ECIU partners and one of them is Portugal. One of them is in Portugal. So, Sophie is the winner of How Smart Are You, ladies and gentlemen? Here you go. BlendUT. Here you go. Wonderful. That's one for you. All the fruit, actually, well, you can keep your own fruit, but all the fruits for you as well, so you can make great smoothies. That's wonderful. One more big round of applause for wonderful contestants. Kelbreach, Sophie, and Max, ladies and gentlemen.